No. That what I mean is if, and this is just me asking a question, if somebody has case law on it because new things pop up. We were scheduled for a jury trial. However, there's been new evidence that there's no way the state would have known or the defense would have known. Is that correct for both parties?
Yes, Your Honor, we found out about it, or I really found out about it along with the defense yesterday.
And I think the scope of what we needed to both see was greater than what either one of us anticipated. So I would agree with that.
All right. So how much time are you all asking for? I want to make sure that both parties have the information that they're looking for.
So Judge, right now, we sent an email out on this case to our investigator. The jail said that they would compile the list of visits concerning Mr. Gonzalez-Lopez. And I believe those are ready to be picked up. We just haven't had the ability really right today to go do that. So I'm assuming that those are going to be uploaded relatively shortly and we can provide that to defense via e-discovery.
All right. And the visits, I'm assuming were done by video?
Yes, Judge, that's my understanding.
And nobody knows how long those visits took place, correct?
No, Judge.
Do we have any idea or approximation of how many videos?
So in speaking to the detective indicated to us that there was about 3 or 4 visits concerning Mr. Gonzalez-Lopez. He said that they all varied in length. I don't think he ever gave a specific time as to how long each video or visit was. Did he, Kathy?
No, and I think that there were some other visits that Hank had requested too. So I think the total is going to actually be a little bit more than that. But I would think that they were probably, I mean, generally speaking, the visitations are about 45 minutes to an hour generally. My only concern is that I'm in the middle of preparing for a murder case that's, I think.
No, I will get, yes.
So.
Well, I can tell both
I just don't have
parties.
time to look at everything.
No, I'm going to give you all both time to look over everything and also schedule a trial date if that's what's decided. And I'm assuming the visitations, and this is assumption on my part, took place in Spanish.
Yes.
That's the assumption.
And so maybe there's a transcript needed, maybe not. And then there's the other issue of if he was presenting himself as an attorney, is that attorney-client privilege, even though he's not an attorney? So I think those are issues.
That's a definite no.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's not an attorney.
I would say that there is, I certainly don't think there's any privilege that would keep me from looking at things.
No. That what I mean is if, and this is just me asking a question, if somebody has case law on it because new things pop up, the question is going to be, what did your client say? And whether or not this person was holding himself out as an attorney and he assumed that's his attorney, whether or not that equals attorney-client privilege. That I don't know. So people may want to start doing some research on that.
Yes, Judge.
Because I would think that if you're speaking to your attorney, you would probably tell them things. Not saying that it would be anything incriminating. We just don't know.
Well, I just want to make sure that my client's rights are protected to the absolute fullest extent of the law, as I know everybody here is interested in doing, because that is our ethical duty.
Yeah.
So I think just giving us some time to look through those things to see if they're pertinent, and we can address it together once we all have a chance to look at everything.
All right. Well, off the record for a moment. This is what I think. And this is just me looking ahead. Depending on if this person presented himself as an attorney, then it may be items that the DA's office should not be looking at or looking to transcribe. So I would think it will probably be prudent on the state's part and everybody's part is if the items are obtained for the state not to look at them until it's determined if this person was saying, I'm your attorney. And then everybody look into case law on what makes attorney-client privilege. If you're dealing with someone who's not actually an attorney and you assume that they're attorney, does that still give you attorney-client privilege? And it may be something that the state should not review.
If you think that would be the best way, just to avoid any further complications. Potentially, I would be more than happy to go ahead and,
Mr. Liao's client as well, I took that step. What I was gonna do is see if our investigator can go through sort of the same process that he did on this case, because my understanding is that they're supposed to be put on a flash drive,
Yes.
and then he's just gonna pick them up. So I'm gonna see, I emailed about Mr. Liao's client maybe about an hour and a half ago. So it might just be easier,
Alright.
just to say, hey, can you just do the same thing?
All right. And Mr. Leal, could you state your name for the record, please?
Rafael Leal.
And Mr. Leal, you're representing Caroline-
Juan Velasquez.
and cause number 2022 CR 10958B, is that correct?
Correct.
And he's also in custody and he's in the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's the court's understanding then that neither defense attorneys would have an objection to the state not reviewing the videos that this person may have had with your clients, the video visitation on video or in person, that I will receive the evidence that they have. I will have an interpreter and it transcribed to see whether or not this person presented himself as the attorney of your client, Ms. Compton, and your client, Mr. Leal. And once that's determined, then you all will have to do your research. I will do my research, and it'll become a question of whether or not attorney-client privilege was established. And of course, if it was, then the state would not be entitled to this information. It would just go to the attorneys. Is there any objection to that from either defense attorney?
No objection from my side, Judge. I only have a question. Has those videos been reviewed by anybody, any detective who understands the Spanish language, or anybody else in the district attorney's office? That would be my only question. Perhaps they have already reviewed those things.
may
At
I
this
speak
point.
to that, Judge?
Yes.
And if it turns out that that you don't find anything like that, then I'm assuming at that point it'll be released to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good to me.
And Judge, I found the detective, his email in my address book. I was just gonna send him an email.
All right, thank you.
All of us.
Yes.
including you, Judge.
Thank you. So, Mr. Leal, that's the court's proposal. Ms. Compton is in agreement with that. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so my understanding is that they already have the videos. So let me see what date we can bring this back. And state, when do you think you'll be able to have the videos to the court?
That I don't know, Judge. I think it's more just scheduling with our investigator to go pick them up.
All right. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to recall this case. I know that spring break is, I guess, the week of March 11th or the week of March 18th. Am I correct? Who has school-age children? All right. So we're going to recall this for March 4th. And on that date, that state March 4th, is that enough time for it to be given to me? All right, so March 4th, just so everybody is clear, the only thing is going to happen on that date is you all going to come in at 9 a.m. and we're going to make sure that I have the videos and have whatever documentation of the visitations that happen at the jail. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything else from either side?
Not from my side, Judge.
Not at this point, Your Honor, no. Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Leal, you're fluent in Spanish?
Fully, yes.
All right, if you will please let your client know, because we didn't have two headphones for each client.
I'll let him know, Judge.
All right, is there anything else that we need to take up?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, don't forget to press the bell icon, and tell us in the comments what you thought of Judge Boyd's verdict.